you can go anywhere you want with this, but I'm gonna guess that AI is going to be an answer that you're going to give. Like, we're in 2025, so you want to get your thoughts on the current state of technology, around the world, in America. Like, just how are you viewing everything as it relates to software development, IT? What are the type of skills that we should really be honing in on? You know, what what do you what do you think it will be like in the next few years?
That's
Um,
I used to feel like I had a good answer for that one. Every day it seems to change on the directions.
yeah,
Like all things, technology is a mixed bag. I used to be enthralled with it, thinking it was the greatest, it would save us all. Some days I think it's going to destroy us all. It's really a mixed bag based on how the world is going. We look at the challenges we face in the world.
yeah,
Um, we have integrated technology into everything, right?
yeah,
And how has that impacted our world? Well, it's made it really simple, right? We have a device you can pick up and call anyone around the world and communicate with anyone instantly.
yeah,
You can share your opinions, you can take notes, you can do anything, order things 2 days, have it shipped to your house, whatever you would like.
yeah,
That same technology has brought all of the competition we see in the world today. We're looking at rare earth metals. Everyone's looking for them all around the world and willing to go to war for them. So it's definitely good and bad.
yeah,
Putting a magnet in every single device, from credit cards to the screens we're on now across the board, that has a consequence. There's a supply and demand and a consumption issue that's impacting us today. We look at the war in Ukraine.
yep,
The eastern side of Ukraine is full of rare earth metals.
mhm,
Clearly, the two nations wanted this. We wanted this in our deal with Ukraine.
yeah,
Russia clearly wants it as well because they need them too.
yeah,
They're digging up half of Sweden right now for rare earths. We're looking at Greenland. So there's a lot of challenges to, having technology everywhere. Will AI help solve that? AI is definitely the most cutting edge here of what we're looking at and has the greatest potential. It also has the greatest potential for mistakes. Hallucinations in AI are just as common as right answers, unfortunately.
yeah,
Never in our time period, or at least in my career, have I ever had the problem to where when a mistake is made, it isn't my fault. When I make a programming mistake, it's because I did 2 plus 2 and didn't get 4, right? Somewhere I messed up the math.
yeah,
With AI, it was modeled after the human neuron, so you're less likely to get wrong answers that are your fault. You're more likely to get hallucinations and output that is a result of a decision tree, a very complex decision tree, happening to make a left turn instead of a right turn, and now you're down a rabbit hole that could plausibly be a good answer, but is not. That kind of challenge brings a lot to our technology. That's our big field in AI, androids, robotics, generally everything of automation, right? Automation is the key. It's the answer and probably the demise of the working class in America. We can automate anything nowadays, but should we? And that's a big part of software. Something we started learning a long time ago with social media.
yeah,
Yes, we can build it. What's the social impact? What's the social impact of technology? That used to be a metric that Gartner gave out, was the social impact of technology. I haven't seen that in a couple of years, but it's probably something as a society we'll have to start thinking about. As we're seeing the potential to build anything, and we're seeing with quantum tech, got quantum mechanics coming into it. You got the quantum world, the things that we're doing there.
yeah,
It isn't a matter of whether we can or we can't. Now it's a matter of should or should not. And that's what we're seeing, that shift in technology. Things that are having an impact. You could eliminate the entire US labor force in 20 years with Android technology. I don't see that being a challenge for us. But should we as a society? Those are the challenges that really will challenge our leaders in the coming years, because by the time we make a decision around that, as our society being a more capitalist society, of course we're going to go for big. We're going to do everything we can because that's what we do. It's what we've always traditionally done.
yeah,
A lot of times we haven't seen that impact for a few years, and that's probably what we're going to see. I think the impact will be the limiter of what we do in technology.
Yeah.